Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. Today, we are going to answer the question, can I get 2 wilderness pets in the same video? We're going to be starting out with Venenatis, the Venenatis pet. You can also get it from killing the smaller version of Venenatis, this being Spindel, with a kill count of over 2,600, as well as a kill count of 4,000 over at Venenatis. We are very dry for this spider pet. There's nothing like the anti-PKing at Spindel as well, featuring the Void Waker into the Ballista, and with our newly found Inferno Cape, I think it's going to go very well with the Serpentine Helmet. So if any PKers do show up, I'm going to try my very best to kill them, and that'll just help our profit over time. But yeah, we're going to start with Spindel, hopefully get this pet before 3,000 KC. It'd be crazy to go that dry combined with our Venenatis KC, but only time will tell. And we can also get the Void Waker gem from this boss, which I think is close to 40 mil, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but either way, it'd be really nice to obtain that. I think we've gotten 5 so far in 2,700 kills. We can really make these inventories last a long time, especially by receiving the constant super restore drops as well as the unnoted food, which is going to come in handy because we do have a PKer. And one thing that really surprised me by this PKer is that he actually killed me. That's right. This was like embarrassing. I lost 8 mil from a level 110 who literally just double Void Wakered me. So yeah, not much to say about that, but at least on our return trip, we got a treasonous ring, you know, 120k towards the cause. This video is brought to you by Factor. Eat stress-free with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. You can also discover more than 60 add-ons every week, for example, breakfast, on-the-go snacks, lunch, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feel good all day long. Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success, so skip the grocery stores, the prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. You can get started today and fuel up for your goals with over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options that I mentioned before. You can get chef-prepared meals on the table in 2 minutes with Factor's ready-to-eat meals, so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the summer sun. Or, you know, the winter snow, just depending on where you live. Use my link in the description below, plus promo code NOSLEEPJAN50 for 50% off and free shipping on your first Factor box. That is code NOSLEEPJAN50, and click that link in the description. A big thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Well, it looks like the level 110 has returned, and here we go with the Ballista. And there he goes with the tank. So, second time he's been lucky today. I just got to stay away from this guy. Just bad vibes all around. But here we go. Back to the Venenatis. Back to the Spindel. Whatever you want to call it. 35 Onyx Bolt Tips. Lovely drop there. Solid 300k. And as you can see with the Blood Fury as well as the Ursine Chain Mace, the DPS here is wild. You're looking at constant 60s. And, you know, just PKers don't really pose a big threat. Even though we just got dropped by a 110, I'm pretty confident in the next one. So, we'll see what happens there. This is definitely one of the pets that I've been after for the longest time. The last wilderness pet that I got was our Tio, and we really want to get that spider today. We're only going to need one more pet after that, and that would be Scorpia. All right, kill count number 2,743. Here we go. We have got the Venenatis pet, ladies and gentlemen. Looking beautiful. So happy to see that. I think it's a pretty fair number, you know, 4,000 Venenatis, 2,743 Spindel. And there we go. So yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone in the Twitch chat who was watching this live on stream. You can always find me on Twitch most days, most nights, at twitch.tv/MrNoSleep. So big shout out to all of you guys. Thank you for making this mean more than it already did. We're going to go ahead and put him in the sanctuary. And yeah, we are going to be going for the Scorpia pet now. So yeah, that was a very quick grind. Wasn't really a lot of excitement with the PKers, but now we venture on into 52 wilderness multi-combat. We are going to run into so many PKers here that is going to be the bulk of this footage, and at the same time, hopefully we make some consistent money killing Scorpia, and hopefully we get that pet. But yeah, there wasn't too much of a reaction when it comes to the Spindel pet. I was just happy that I got it. It was a very long time in the making, and you know, it's the second to last wilderness pet that I needed to complete all wildy pets. I am going to miss going there for the GP per hour, but you know, just because you get a pet somewhere doesn't mean you can't ever go back. So we're definitely going to go back eventually. We'll just have to figure out another reason to kill Spindel. So yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Alright, we are starting the Scorpia grind with 3,000 kill count, and here come all the PKers. When you're live streaming Scorpia on Twitch, of course you're going to get tons of people trying to kill you because it's multi-combat. The odds are not in your favor. But with Ice Barrage and the Ancient Godsword, as well as the Ancient Godsword spec with the Inferno and the Blood Fury, we are going to take these guys down. As you can see, simply just clicking on that spec twice and resulting in the first kill. Not to mention a beautiful 700k PK. Alright, let's go ahead and open up this key, see what we get. Looks like he didn't even have a chance to use those Phoenix necklaces. Alright, getting back to Scorpia and getting interrupted on my way there by another PKer. Let's see what I can do to defend myself. We're not really trying to PK here. You know, I love anti-PKing, but as you can see, I don't have range with me. I just have this Ancient Godsword, which we're going to go in for the spec and throw in an Ice Barrage after that. Another spec as well. Hiya! And hopefully we'll get this kill. But these guys are more prepared for fighting than I ever could be. I'm just here to kill a Scorpion, and at the same time, maybe, just maybe, kill some PKers. And there you go. I mean, we didn't have to go to multi for that. We didn't need the help of that nice bald fella, but we did end up getting a very nice key, 2.7 mil. Was not expecting that. I'm not sure why he forgot to eat, but after that, I actually killed his friend, and we got 650k from him too. Yeah, we're only 20 Scorpia kills into the video so far, and it is just insane the amount of people that are PKing here actively. I don't know if it was because I was live streaming it or what, but certainly ran into more people than I could have ever expected. As a matter of fact, one of the guys that I've already killed so far did return, and that's the thing about Scorpia. People that really don't mind dying here. You know, you might lose a couple 100k, you might lose a couple mil, but you can make your way back here in no time, especially if your spawn point is Edgeville. So this fight was really down to the final foods here. We were both unpotted, and I knew he couldn't hit that high, so I was trying to keep my HP a little bit low to encourage him to stay and not escape. But I think at the end of the day, he was going to stay no matter what until the very end, and luckily I kind of outlasted him, had a decent amount of supplies and a decent key from him as well, with another kill coming in of 1.9 mil. Very similar to his last loot. The only difference was he brought a rune crossbow instead of a dragon crossbow, but following that kill, we have now hit 50 Scorpia kills overall. Now at this point in the video, in the grind, whatever you want to call it, it is important to note that while I was live streaming this, a handful of people did find it amusing to log in whenever I got attacked and help me out to the best of their ability. So that way, if I was going to get teamed up by a team or die in a spectacular way, these guys would log in and try to prevent that from happening. So it was a nice thing of them to do. I didn't really expect any backup or security guards here, you know, but I would be a madman if I declined their assistance. So yeah, it's exactly what was going on. Sometimes they were banking and it was just me, but most of the time I always had backup from this point forward. And there we have a spectacular special attack, and this guy had 2 keys on him. I had no food, 35 HP left, and I was venomed, but we did manage to get it, and what a great kill. 3.2 mil featuring the light bearer, as well as a set of full blood bark, and I thought it was kind of strange he had a normal anti-poison, but yeah, from the second key, another decent key. This is 848k. Looks like he killed someone who was doing Wilderness Slayer, because we did get that Laren's key and Ether, and from the last key, another 371k. As I was making my way around the wilderness back to this location, I ran into one of those Wilderness Slayer bots, and I know that these guys risk a decent amount every single time, so I did kill him. Figure why not, you know, clean up this game a little bit more. 840k from him. Following that, we are now at 100 Scorpia kills, 3100 KC overall. The PKers aren't slowing down, and neither am I, although I will say that a lot of these fights really come down to the final foods here. As you can see, another instance where if this guy was just fighting fighting back, he probably would have killed me. I mean, I was 31 HP, and to be fair, I think he had a few food left at this point, but he was just trying to escape instead of trying to fight back, which means, you know, I got the kill because I was doing more DPS and another amazing key featuring another light bearer, 3.5 mil. That's really the best kind of key that you're going to see here. I think the most someone is willing to lose is probably like a light bearer, maybe an accursed scepter. I actually got accidentally skulled and lost one during this video, unfortunately. I didn't really get it on footage. That's the thing about live streaming. Sometimes I forget to get things on vid in time, and that does get annoying, but I am trying to make it a habit to record almost everything and just have more footage and more editing to do versus less footage and less editing. Some of these fights are a little scuffed. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, doing a 2v1 is never easy, but I would always try my hardest because I'm not really one to escape or just kind of admit defeat right away. That 1 HP warrior coming in. Looks like we are gonna die here. Overall loss on this death with this specific setup is approximately, yeah, 2.9 mil. So it is unfortunate, but overall, 200 kills into the Scorpia grind, 3,200 KC overall. Basically just going with a set of full split bar, because you can see a 900k looting bag. You can definitely make some good money from Scorpia. It's just there's so many people here. Like, you're not going to be able to stay here a very long time, and gosh, that noxious halberd is deadly. It's very hard to tank two guys with Ceridome and Bruise, and I love how I said a few minutes ago that from this point forward I have security guards like the whole entire video, and I just keep getting dropped. Yeah, my memory isn't as good as it used to be, so either way though, I don't really mind dying here. Like, it's just a set of full blood bar. I also want to give a big shout out to the old school RuneScape community, the best community in the world. We always go to Falador when we are not happy. So with that being said, back to the Scorpia grind. 250 kills in so far, and yeah, just more PKers. I mean, at this point we're just trying to get the pet, and we're making some decent money from all of the Scorpia killing, and it's kind of offsetting the cost of what we're losing from all these deaths. And then from the PKers that we kill, I mean, we're making a little bit of profit there too. Probably not going to make a ton here, but at the same time, they did buff the drop table. We are at least attempting to juggle the hard clue scrolls. Not really going so well because I keep forgetting about them, but they are on the ground, and as you can see here, you know, it's just a numbers game, guys. A lot of people can be coming in these caves and attacking you, but there's also the possibility of someone helping you out. So like during the midst of this chaos, when I'm thinking in my head there's no way I'm going to survive, the guy actually joined and helped me out, and we did manage to get the kill and the key as well. So we're gonna go cash that in. I was kind of debating, you know, what should I do? Should I go back and should I just open up this key and then kind of call it, or come back in the cave and get busy? You know what I mean? And here we are getting busy with it, my man. We are trying to get this kill. This guy flashing the Thorax helmet. I mean, I can only respect the Thorax helmet. It's been a part of my journey since day one with my avatar picture and all the other things that I've done with it. So yeah, we did manage to get the kill. I helped him out. Good man, Albatrox from the stream as well, coming to assist. And it was at this point where the tides were certainly turning. I mean, instead of just a couple people on me and me trying my best, it was multiple people on me and then multiple people helping me. So yeah, you can kind of tell by the purple dots as well as the green dots that we're not alone in this journey anymore. We have a lot of hard working individuals PKing alongside us, literally just waiting to log in for when I get attacked. And I'm not even bringing Phoenix necklaces or anything like that. Luckily, we are bringing Venom. A lot of the people that I was attacking weren't even bringing that. So, you know, shout out to this Nick guy. He is an interesting character, this guy is. Kept coming back for more and more no matter what, and I respect that. Yeah, I'd like to PK with him one day, like to recruit him into the team, if you will. But it was overall just a lot of fun. I mean, to live stream this, and we had like 400, 500 people watching us, you know, while we were doing this grind, and it really didn't deter me. I mean, people thought I was insane for streaming this, but at the same time, it just made it a lot more fun, and we were getting keys left and right. Tons of PKs. Like, if we rewind our KDR from the very beginning to now, I think we've already killed like a good 15 people, and these loots aren't bad. I mean, another 2 mil loot key coming in, and yeah, I mean, it's just decent loot from the PKers, and that's good because you're really not going to get that great of loot from Scorpia. Like, we're nearing 300 kills, and I think the best thing that I've seen so far is Malediction Shards, and you know, that's about 80k. you'll be lucky to get 70k for it. Well, as you can see in this inventory, I accidentally brought my saturated heart, although I will say if you have skull prevention turned on and you don't plan on anti-PKing, definitely bring the saturated heart. Yeah, really good for Scorpia, really good for that extra DPS. However, this time we do have 2 PKers on us, so we're going to try to tank as long as possible. Hopefully our team shows up and saves the day, because there's no way I can tank a Noxious Howley and Abyssal Dagger, whatever else these guys have. So we're just going to keep trying. We got Ballistas on us as well. I think it's now a 3 versus 2. Scorpia is helping them, so I guess it's technically a 3v3, but either way, we just have to kill this 122, and there we have it. Now we got 1 more to go, and yep, that's going to take care of that. So it looks like someone got 2.4 mil from 1 key, and then unfortunately I wasn't even able to get the other key, but yeah, we did run into someone else along the way when we were trying to bank, and yeah, another kill there. So that was just all what we were seeing all night long at Scorpia. Just a ton of PKers, similar gear setups, similar numbers, and luckily I had the most amazing team to defend me. Oh, certainly not every time, but most of the time. And yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to all of them. You guys truly made the Scorpia grind much more bearable, and you know, where were you guys 2,900 kills ago? You know what I mean? I mean, this was a lot of fun. So yeah, everything post 3K was just so entertaining to me personally. So yeah, we're at 3,300 kills now, running into all sorts of people, and I gotta say, this Ancient Godsword definitely went up in my book. You know, AGS these last couple years really hasn't been performing well for me, but the Ancient Godsword is just so awesome. I love that animation. I love the fact that you get HP back once you know, dump out all those specs. And yeah, we ran into that Nick guy again, Nick double K here, and it's always a good time when we kill him because he's got the big loot on him. I think the last time we killed him it was like a 3 mil key, and now it is a 2.1 mil key, so I will happily take that. Some kills I didn't get on video, some keys I just did though, and you know, be a nice little 600-700k PK, and we always want to show you guys that. So yeah, with that being said, the PKing continues. I was no stranger to skull up during these fights. I had no problem with that. I had enough confidence in myself, and I was always making sure to use a Trover Parchment on my Inferno cape, so we are never going to put him at risk. We're always going to keep him so that no matter where we die at, we keep that cape in the inventory. Plenty more PKs, plenty more loot keys. Well, no luck with the pet yet, but we're going to keep on going here. Spindel didn't take too long since the start of this video, but Scorpia a little bit longer, and the PKing definitely delaying things. But another 800k key, we'll happily take that. Not sure what he was doing with 2 GP in his inventory. That's kind of strange, but nevertheless, I will take it. And yeah, to continue on with the grind, we are at 3,320 Scorpia so far just in this video. And like I mentioned before, I didn't do the hard clue scrolls, so we're just gonna ignore that. Really just the Scorpion and the PKers. After this grind, if we do manage to get the pet in this episode, I do plan on going to Revenants next. I think I'm gonna invest a few days into that and see if I can't get a collection log completed with what we're missing. And this PKer is no longer a problem. Them and their Addy G Kite Shield. Yeah, I'm not sure why these guys are taking damage when it comes to being poisoned, but you always got to make sure you bring an extended anti-venom plus at Scorpia. It is a relatively newer potion, but it helps out tremendously. And yeah, as you can see here, just this guy that we're fighting is taking 19 damage on poison because he simply forgot it. And yeah, you never want to forget that when you're PKing here. It's certainly not going to help you out. So thanks to all of the winning specs for this one, 800k PK. Unfortunately, as I was exiting the building, you know, I got G Mall spec'd of all things, and I actually died. So yeah, that was very unfortunate. Not a fun loss there, couple mil and the 800k. So yeah, it is unfortunate, but luckily on the way back here, I did spot that guy who was risking full carols earlier on in the day, and I did actually kill him. I had a really nice spec and a really nice hit with that God Sword, and that actually did result in a really generous loot key, 4.8 mil, so that'll cover a few deaths, and overall I definitely profited from this grind. Had a lot of fun with the boys and just had a lot of fun at Scorpia. We're still missing the pet, but I think we can pull it off in this video if we just focus a little bit more on the PVMing and not as much on the PKing. But how can you not? you know, when you're standing, you know, team to team and just going up against these guys. I mean, it's wild out here, and that's probably because it is the wild after all. The only thing more wild than this is the price of Malediction Shard 3s being 85k, but, you know, we already talked about that. So anyway, we are nearing 3,400 kills. Today, we're going to be back at the Revenants, and I'll be live streaming that tonight, so that should be exciting. Recently quit vaping for the first time in 5 years. I figured I'd mention that to anyone out there thinking of quitting. You can do it. I hope I can too. It's day one, you know, lack of nicotine, baby. It's rough, but I'll tell you what's not rough. Getting that Scorpia's offspring 3,413 KC. That is incredible. I got 2 words for you. Touch and down. Thank you. Thank you. It took about 400 kills into this video for the pet. I don't even think it took 400 kills into the video for the Spindel pet, but yeah, we got these pets in no time. That is the Venenatus Spiderling, the Scorpia's offspring. We also got Vedion Jr., we got Artio Callisto, we got Chaos Elemental, we got the Black Chin Chomper. We got every single wilderness pet you could ever want to get, and that means that yes, we can get 2 wilderness pets in one video, and we've officially completed the collection log at all of these bosses, so that's just huge for me. I'm really happy with the results, and a big thank you to my team members for helping me out. Had about 20 mil in PKs overall, and looking at the Runelight loot tracker, we also have from 412 Scorpion kills, about 13 mil, from less than 100 Spindel kills, 3.8 mil, and yeah, like I said before, probably about another 20 to 25 mil from all the PKs. So with my deaths included, probably didn't make or lose any GP in this video, but we did get our 2 pets. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much to the YouTube channel members, with a special shout out to DaeDogGaming, DeceptionZ, and xXzoticx. Make sure to check out our sponsor in the link in the description below. It does help out the channel a lot, and I will see you soon with a brand new video, a brand new live stream, and until then, Mr. No Sleep, out.